Well, hello, welcome to this Trains and World news video. It's old news now, but we're going to look at the San Bernardino line today. Um, I'm not overly inspired by this route, I must say. It doesn't make me excited. I'm not even sure if I'll get this, to be honest. I mean, I probably will, but look, who knows? They might pull it off really well, but it's not a very inspiring line in real life. And I don't think Dovetail have the expertise to pull it off in a really deeply engaging way. But I'll discover, or I'll explore that a bit more later. We'll get straight into it. So, an overview of the route. It is 57 miles long, which is not short, but not overly long. Um, has 16 stations. They're all spaced fairly widely apart. It goes from LA Union to San Bernardino with a maximum speed of 79 miles an hour, which it hits for most of the route. One thing of note is more or less immediately outside of LA Union Station, which is here on the left. You're running in a freeway, and I've got some pictures of that, but this is all in sort of freeway median until El Monte Station. The rest of it is sort of running on its own corridor-ish, but it can get up to 79 for most of this. Um, Not much else to say. It's a very straight route. Really, nothing that interesting going on. Even Antelope Valley was more interesting than this. Um, we're getting the MP 36PH, I think it is, in Metrolink colours. Of course, almost everyone will already have whatever the F125 PH that came with Antelope Valley. Almost everyone, unless you got a regional pack for Trains in Mod 4. So hopefully that will layer onto this route. I would expect it would. And hopefully this layers onto Antelope Valley as well. We don't have the bi-level stock. I would expect that would come at a later date in a paid package. But I was expecting us to get this in Metrolink livery at some point, and here it is. I mean, it looks fine. It's just a relivery of something that I already paid for. But granted, most people probably wouldn't have had the Baby Bullet pack for uh, Peninsula Corridor. Anyway, we're not getting any any new coaching stock. We're just stuck with the Hyundai Rotem bi-levels. But yeah, here are some pictures that I have selected just to show how inspiring this route is. So this is one of the stations. I think this is, which station would this be? Cal State LA station. So number 2 on that map, the first station on the line, next to Cal State University campus in LA, I presume. This is the station. It doesn't really have a platform. The platform is just a lane of the highway. I'm not even joking. There's a bus, it's a very small bus station here, and it would appear from my very quick research on Google Earth that the platform is just a bus lane, like a hard shoulder on the bus lane. Obviously, we're in LA, so immediately next to everything is a huge, fucking great big motorway interchange, because, why not? Next, of course, is the median running. It's mostly single track with passing loops, so, of course, very limited service. And yeah, it's so interesting, isn't it? Just inside what is that? 2, 4, 5, like 10-lane freeway. It's so interesting, isn't it? Uh, Again, you got the tracks on the left, and that looks like more than 10 lanes. Um, it's just a hellscape. It's a hellscape. And this, to finish off, this is the full timetable. Like, it's one page. I'm used to timetables that are like 50 pages long. But so I mean, if we've got a train every half hour. This is the inbound, I guess they would say, and this is outbound weekday timetable, because that's what we get for routes in Trains and World. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 trains times 2, obviously. So what's that? 36 trains? So not a lot to play with. They run it looks like every half hour until 6:40, and then it's hourly for the rest of the day, going outbound, and I presume the opposite coming back. Um, but there's not a lot going on here. I would assume there's some Amtrak services as well. I don't know what corridor Amtrak trains run on, but obviously we don't have the appropriate equipment for that. Only one express train a day, as you can see, in each direction. Um, we don't get this Redlands downtown station, so I would assume these express trains we just pick up at San Bernardino depot. Um, the local trains, the all stops trains, take about an hour and 40 minutes to do the full run, which is a long time. I very rarely have half an hour to sit down and play this game, let alone an hour and 40 minutes. I think it's reasonably likely that they'll break up these runs at maybe Claremont, so you get a part one and a part two. This express train, though, takes about an hour and 15 minutes to get from San Bernardino Depot all the way to LA Union. Other than that, I don't quite understand why they keep doing these. I mean, I do understand why they keep doing these lines. It's because apparently Metrolink, who are the operator, are very nice to work with, and they give them more or less unlimited access to whatever they want. And they said that when they're making Antelope Valleys, they were very accommodating. So that's clearly why they did it. And they probably did all of the research for this whilst they were doing the research for Antelope Valley. Two birds with one stone. But they could have done so much other stuff, like the what is it, the Surfliner. That would have been fantastic if they were able to pull it off. There's so many other more interesting routes, even in LA, even run by Metrolink, that would have been so much better than this. I think as well, partly they might be trying to use this route because it connects Antelope Valley with Cajon Pass. Cajon Pass being one of the base Trains in Mod 3 routes, which is deeply uninspiring, and I never play. So we've got three deeply uninspiring routes, all connected. Who knows? Who knows? Everything I might say might be complete bollocks, and I might get it and really enjoy it. But based on my experience with Antelope Valley and Cajon Pass, I don't think I'm going to enjoy this one. And I think I speak for a lot of people when I say I would have much rathered some electric action in the Northeast, or even electric action anywhere else, or some more interesting sort of regional passenger stuff, like a proper Amtrak diesel corridor, maybe. Anyway, that's more or less everything. I will see how this goes. Of course, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.